What is going on, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a full week of hybrid training running.
If you're going to do it, do it. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't over leverage a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand, but when it's time to go, dive. Finish it. Find out. Come out the other side. Don't leave it and go, ooh, if I just would have. That keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half-ass something and you just don't know whether you failed or succeeded, got what you want or didn't get what you want. Finding out and looking in the mirror and going, I didn't half-ass it. I went all the way. I found out, and that ain't for me. Or I found out, and you damn right that is for me. That's a great place to get to.
And strength training. In case you find this video for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is SAMOKFIT. I am a 20-year natural bodybuilder, won over 16 plus bodybuilding shows. I've competed over 20 plus bodybuilding shows, and in the last 3 years I've transitioned from the bodybuilding space to more of a hybrid space. This year alone we are training for 2 back-to-back 100-mile races, but before that we have a full marathon coming up in about 4 weeks at the time of recording this video, in Austin Marathon. That quickly turned from a half marathon to a full marathon real quick. I'll talk about that in a little video. And after that we have a 50-miler at Mesquite Canyon, 50-miler coming up in Arizona in less than 7 weeks from now. So I thought I'd take you guys through what a full week of training looks like. Today, the time I'm recording this video, I'm recording this video on a Tuesday, and normally my training week starts on a Sunday. Sunday is typically an upper body workout day for me because I'm transitioning from a long run, which is typically on a Saturday. So Sunday is an upper body session. There's an upper body session. Monday is going to be some slow to medium run, anywhere between 6 miles right now. Of course, that's going to be scaling up as we go deeper into this prep. And Monday is typically a leg day for me, but I skipped that yesterday because we did back-to-back long run days and my leg's still kind of fatigued. But now we are back to that. So today is going to be a leg training session. No running today, but the last 2 days I already ran 13 miles on Sunday, 6 miles yesterday, which is a Monday. Easy mile, nothing really crazy there. And now we are heading to the gym to knock out a leg day. Of course, my leg training is going to be changing over the next few months as we are climbing in mileage. But I'll talk about that again later at a later part of this video. But first, let's knock this leg workout out, and I'll see you at the gym. Before I jump into this workout, so one of the things that I've been doing that I think it's very important to keep myself healthy and possibly keep you healthy is, it makes sense, of course you should be doing it, it's mobility, right? Hey, the older you get into your fitness journey, the more you understand your body's just not what it used to be, and taking the time to properly warm up your prehab stuff before you actually get to your workout would pay so much dividend in terms of quality of the training session, of course preventing you from getting hurt also. Training alone is very strenuous on the body, and on top of that you add in running on top of that. So if I'm not prioritizing mobility, it's a recipe for disaster that I'm definitely gonna get hurt. So prioritizing and catering enough time before I get to workout, before I start my workout, is key and is very important. If you guys want me to do a full mobility routine on what I've been doing, if more people are interested in that, and I'll put that video together. So jump into the first movement. One thing I've been doing also, because again, I'm a dad, I work, I have a job, and I want to make sure I maximize my time in the gym, is I've been doing what's called compound set. Compound set is when you pair 2 movements together. No, it's not a superset, it's a compound set. Meaning I'm jumping from one movement to the other, but the difference between compound set and superset is, normally when you do superset, you're just jumping from one movement to the other. But in the compound set, I'm finishing this movement, taking my rest time, then I'm jumping into the next movement. So I'm doing seated leg curl. I'm compounding that set with leg extensions. One, just to save me more time, and then just to get my legs overall ready for the next few movements. So we got 2 sets on this, and we're gonna jump into leg extensions, 12 to 15 repetitions. Let's talk about gear real quick. Not that kind of gear. Lifting equipment. Now, one of my clients over this past weekend asked me a question, how do I feel about lifting equipment? And I will say, somebody that lift, when I was like, oh yeah, I'm young, I don't need no equipment. I was what I call team all me. I don't need equipment, lifting straps or anything like that. Wrong way. But over the years, I think it's just your ego talking to you. So over the years, I've definitely switched my mindset. I've switched my mindset to using lifting straps. One, joints is just not, what it used to be. Sleeves are good. I mean, obviously, if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a powerlifter, it's allowed to be used. Obviously, it's got to be sanctioned or the right equipment. But lifting straps can enhance your performance in the gym. If you're somebody that's been on the fence about lifting straps or lifting equipment, use it. On deck, we have a pendulum squat. If your gym doesn't have a pendulum squat, you definitely are missing out. We got 3 sets, 8 to 12 repetitions on the pendulum squats. If you're asking why 2 sets, or it doesn't seem like a lot of sets in this workout, is because it's the first week of my mesocycle. So obviously I'm not going for broke. I'm not just going full send. We are going to be acclimating for the next 6 weeks with a 6-week block. The 5 weeks is going to be fatigue accumulation. Then we're progressing through the movement, and the 6th week is going to be a deload, which lines up with the week before my 50-mile race. Again, proper planning with specificity. That's what creates performance in the gym, getting you stronger. Without further ado, pendulum squats, and I'm already breathing heavy, so this should be a very interesting one. Okay, let's talk warm up real quick. I think most people put too much attention into warm up. Warm up is great, don't get me wrong, but I think you do warm up wrong. And what I mean by that is, your warm up sometimes, you're wasting a lot of energy in your warm up that you should be saving for your hard sets. The way I like to approach a warm-up set is, if I have, let's say, 12 repetitions, I'm not going to do anything above 50% of my rep requirement. And if I have, like for instance, I have 8 to 12 repetitions, I'm not doing anything more than 6 repetitions to get me to the place where I feel like I'm needed to warm up. Also, something I do the later in my training program, dealing with a heavier load, what I do is called potentiation set. Potentiation set is good for people like, let's say, if you don't know if a certain load is what you want to use, you can do feeler sets. So before you actually set, if you're thinking about doing a 100-pound dumbbell press and you're not sure, you should take a 100-pound dumbbell press for a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 repetitions. That's going to tell you, okay, whoa, it is a little bit too heavier, and I'm not going to be able to get 8 to 12 repetitions or whatever that desired repetition is. Just in case you're doing warm up wrong, sometimes your warm up might just be taken away from your core or your hard performance. Warm up set done, you're going to be jumping into the 3 sets right now. And if you're looking at this movement and you think 2 plates, wow, that seems so light. You've never used a pendulum squat before. The RPE for the first training session of the week is going to be RPE 7, meaning we're leaving about 3 reps left in the tank. We're not going for broke. The next up is going to be leg press. That's going to be 3 sets. 10 to 12 repetitions, nothing really crazy there. As always, full range of motion. Again, lifters are helping to increase the ROM on this movement. Most common questions that I get: how do you find time to balance fitness, being a dad, running all these miles? You find time for what you care about. And again, using technique like a compound set, supersets, and making sure you have a training program before you get into the gym is very, very important, because I know exactly what I'm about to do. So I'm not really going in and I'm like, what should I do today? I have a plan. It's precise, it's focused. I get in, I get out. About to finish my workout with mobility routine, everything, taking about 50 minutes, and it's a leg day. Still intensity is there, quality is there. That's one of the benefits about hybrid training too. What I've noticed is my capacity, more work, has definitely increased because my cardiovascular endurance, my fitness in the cardiovascular space has definitely increased. That's one of the pros, the benefit of hybrid training that a lot of people don't talk about. Finish the leg workout, and we're gonna see how the legs recover tomorrow morning. So just finished a run, finished 4 miles in 34 minutes and 45 seconds at a pace of 8:41. Currently has my total mileage for the week at 23, and that's because the mileage for the week starts on Sunday. But obviously, because I pushed my long run to Sunday, so you can just subtract that from that. So 10 miles because I did 6 miles on Monday. Anyways, that run felt good. And one of the things I've learned over the years, going on 4 years of like my hybrid journey, is one, to learn how to run my easy runs easy. So I did legs yesterday, like you guys just saw, and we were running the next morning. My legs feel fine. One, because it's just week 1 of my training. Like I said, it's RPE of 7. I'm leaving 3 reps left in the tank, which I should say is my leg. But of course, the later I go into the programming, the harder it's going to be to manage that. So learning how to run my easy miles easy is very crucial to, one, not only recovery, and to prevent myself from getting hurt. So I'll finish the run, that hours checked off the box. Going home, shower, and do my fatherly dad duties to get my kids ready, get myself ready, get to work. And this afternoon, we are going to be training back. Oh, by the way, also safety first. Since Nick Bear got into a car wreck, I'm like, okay, listen. As human beings, we would think, whatever happened to somebody because they're so far away, it's not going to happen to us. And naturally, I run in a very residential neighborhood, but from time to time, I do cut through main roads, which I believe that's what Nick was doing, just to be safe. Then, sorry, I got a vest and I'm going to wear it again because before the sun comes up, that's when I typically do my runs. So, pro tip out there, or just a word of advice on my dads, everybody that's running out there, stay safe.
3 weeks later.
The last clip that you guys just saw was a couple of days ago. This is why one of the reasons why you want to follow me, because I keep it real. And I'm just like a lot of you guys. I'm a dad, I'm a business owner, entrepreneur. I got life shit just going on. Life was life in the last 3 days. I was so busy that I did not have the time to actually show up to the gym. So I missed 3 days of lifting. And no, I did not wither away, but I think it's very important to share that piece with you guys. It's supposed to be a full week long of training, but there are times when life is just going to be life and you're going to be busy. You're not going to be able to make it to the gym. That's when you have to make the decision. 20% of something is better than 100% of nothing. That's one of the biggest important piece I want to take away from this video. Is it's very, very crucial and important when you are in hybrid, you create a focus. Right now, my focus is 100% on running, and I'm just using strength training to want to maintain my strength and to keep myself injury free for the most part. So strength training, going to the gym, I was not able to make it to the gym, but what I was able to do was get all my runs in. So I was able to get my 6-mile run in with a 6x20 strides. Yesterday I did my 4-mile easy, and today we're about to knock out a 15-mile workout. And the 15-mile workout, I have the option, depending on how I feel, to just make it an easy 15-mile run. It is hella windy and hella cold. And I just saw a reel that said, well, you sign up for a spring race and now you're training during the winter and you're regretting like all the decisions. I'm kind of regretting the decision right now, but hey, the weather is not always going to be perfect. The jobs got to get done. So 15 miles on deck, already got pre-workout fuel on deck, and new kicks also. New Balance Fresh Foam X-More V4. The last one that I did, I rocked the V5. Comfy shoes. Old Faithful, long runs, easy runs. Fresh cushion on that is a game changer. So if you're a bigger dude or hybrid dude that's just looking for something like a daily runner, I highly, highly recommend that. But yeah, less talking. I think the more I run, more blood is going to be flowing. And yeah, just have a conversation with myself for about 2 hours or so. Let's get some. And it gotta be pretty. Should be ugly as fuck. Never fails. Post run. 20-something degrees. Always. 2 scoops. 2,000 milligrams. SAMOKFIT, 10% off. Actually, you can get this. They started making a deal $24.99, I believe. It's gonna come in a shaker, and you can try 5 different sample packs, just in case you don't want to buy a tub and get stuck with like 30, 40, 50 servings. You can try it and see if you like it. And of course, you can still use my code, and that will save you some money. Let's just say I'm batting 100% right now. Everybody that's tried this, they all liked it. Unless they're just lying to me. But I'll take their word for it. They like it. 2,000 milligrams of electrolytes, post 14 miles, straight to the dome. Happy Saturday. the man behind the camera, Caleb, just saying something right now. So I swear you are one of the craziest people I know. And I was encouraging him not to think like that because I used to be him. I used to look at people that do shit like this, like you're crazy. And that's one of the biggest shit that actually happened for me 3 years ago when I stopped looking at people that do shit like incredible things. And I look at them like, you're crazy. I'm like, actually, no, they're not crazy. There are things that I do that you find crazy. There are things that you probably do that I find crazy. But my point is, once you start looking at people that do incredible things or things that you admire, possibly don't want to do, but you're just like, oh, okay, that's pretty doable. That's cool. That's normal. It might sound abnormal to you, or subconsciously, you're looking at those people and thinking it's abnormal. Subconsciously, you're limiting your mind frame, how big you can expound your mind, how unlimited your potentials are. So I start looking at the Nick Bears, the David Goggins, the Sally McRae's, all the people that do incredible feat that people like you and I might look at them like, that is incredible, that is wild right there. And I'm like, you know what? It's believable, it's cool, but I get it. Of course, they didn't wake up one morning and just like, oh, I'm just gonna run 100 miles and be great at it. No, they started somewhere. So if I want to do something like that, I just have to start somewhere. It's gonna suck and just keep at it. And here we are, where Caleb was saying the same thing I used to say 3-4 years ago. I just want to share that with you. That's a mindset. That frame alone switched everything for me. And I think that's one of the biggest things that's limiting a lot of people again when it comes to fat loss. You cannot envision yourself being the fittest version of yourself, being the best dad, the best husband, having the confidence that you wish you had. You cannot envision that, and that's what's limiting or creating inability for you to act on the things that you truly want to do. Anyways, I'm gonna get on my soapbox. We finished today's run, 14 miles. I'm supposed to do 15 today, but 14 miles logged because as a dingus, I had one of my gels. I stopped my watch. There's a bunch of cars. I was taking in the gel and I just stopped my watch. Normally I don't stop my watch because I just don't really care, but I stopped my watch and I forgot to turn it on. I ended up running about a mile or so and I forgot to turn on my watch and I looked down, I'm like, because I was trying to control my pace, I'm like, shit. Then I started it. Also, I overdid my runs this week because my program called for a 4-mile run on Monday and I ended up doing 6 miles, go 2 more, not go 1 more. So I already covered the base of my total miles for the week. So right now I'm supposed to be doing 32 miles this week for our training program. And as of today, I'm saying 47.2 miles. That's because I started my long run on Sunday instead of Monday when I noticed I'm a long run. So that is a full training day, training log week. So that's a full training log for you. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, stay for a while. You might like it here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.